Good morning, Dina. Here's the machine, the Breville Barista Express BES870. So as you saw in the photos, it's in pretty good condition, I would say. The standard wear and tear, like the front scratches. A small dent over here, but it's hard to see on camera. That's about it. It works just fine. I've just finished doing the service on this one. I'll be testing it over the next couple of days, just for peace of mind. But yeah, I fully trust this machine. I'll be making a coffee on it this morning, so a double shot latte. So firstly, I like to warm up the machine. You can press the single or double shot button for that. Let's try the double button for you. Fantastic. So take that out. And now I'm going to grind the coffee. So I've got the grinder on grind size number 8. I've actually recalibrated the grinder on this one, so you don't have to go very fine on the grinder to get good coffee. So at number 8 it's already fine enough, it seems. So I'm just going to make a coffee to double check that that's the correct grind size for my coffee. But yeah, don't go below, I think 7 or 6, because the blades, the burrs, will start touching as you grind, so that means they might damage each other. But I've adjusted it that way so that in the future, hopefully, you can go to a smaller grind size if you need it to. But at the moment, maybe 7, 8, 9 should be a perfect spot for you. Double basket, this will take 18 grams of coffee, so I'm going to put 18 grams of coffee. Let's put it on double and see how much we get. I'm not exactly sure. Okay, so it's a bit too much, so we might dial it back later. But yeah, definitely too much coffee. Let's see how much that is. Okay, yeah, so after the amount that's spilled, that's at 17.5. So I'm gonna dial it back to 10 o'clock. Maybe that should give you about 17 to 18 grams without overflowing. What you can do is you can put it on single, grind, temp, and then grind again, temp again. But if you want to do it in one go, you can put it on the double setting. So 17.5 grams. I'm going to spread it around with my finger so that it compresses nicely. And then press. As you remember, the way to know if you have the correct amount of coffee is you look at the depth of the tamper. So this is, I can confirm that this is 17.5 grams on the scale, which is close enough to 18 grams, so I'm not worried. But if you don't have a scale or if you're in a hurry, you can just look at the tamper depth. And if it's the same level, when you press it down, you have the correct grind amount. So clean the edges, make sure it's nice and flat, and lock it in all the way to the right. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this hot water. I'm going to show you the hot water tap. This machine has a hot water tap, so you can get clean water from the boiler without having to go through the group head. It's pretty handy. I use it pretty much every day to give me a bit of hot water, because I like to add sugar with my coffee, and the hot water helps it dissolve. going to calibrate my scale again, and I'm going to program the button for you. So I'm going to tell the machine to give me about 35 grams of coffee every time. So program. Just like before, pay attention to the flow and the pressure. You want the pressure to be around the top range, and you want the flow to be nice and smooth. It's looking like the pressure's at about 1 o'clock. The flow is very nice and smooth. It might be a bit too quick, but that's okay. It looks like it's going to be a good shot. I'm going to stop it right there. That was about 25 seconds, if I remember correctly. So 25 seconds for a double shot is pretty much perfect. We got 37 grams. That's perfect as well. So I'm going to keep it there. I think you'll be able to use a machine with these settings, depending on what bean you're using. But yeah, don't go much finer on the grind size. So not below 7, I would say. At the moment it's at number 8. It's giving me very good coffee. And the double button is programmed for your for the double shot length. You can always program it later, as you saw. It's very easy to program. What else? Yeah, that's all. Steamer works fine. I'm gonna obviously make a latte, so I'll have to use the steamer. No issues with this one. Just like before, it usually gives a bit of hot water before actually steaming. That's how the boiler heats up. Yeah, very strong steam. I'm gonna turn it off. Turn it back on. I'm gonna stop the steamer when it's too hot to touch. So when the jug is too hot to touch. I'm gonna give it a purge. And I'm gonna turn it back off. Now it'll cool down, it'll go back to coffee mode. Just gonna knock the jug on the counter to break any air bubbles. Swirl it around. I'm going to keep doing this until the surface is nice and smooth, and it's ready. There you go, that's my latte done. I'll show you. The milk frothing is all technique, to be honest. This is more of a cappuccino, not a latte. With a latte it's usually less air and smoother on top. But yeah, I'm sure you'll love the machine. It's working great, and I'll clean it up now, and I'll let you know when it's ready in the next couple of days. Thanks for watching.